For the first time since 2019, Six Flags has released a chain-wide video for all their upcoming editions. No, we don't get Jim Reed Anderson anymore. Salim Basoul hasn't taken the mantle of dressing up and getting in front of a green screen. But still, it was nice to get a single, chain-wide announcement. It's very short and to the point, and as we've come to expect over the last 3 years, not every park is getting something new in 2024. But given the state of Six Flags, and the direction Salim Basoul said he wanted to take the company, everything here is a very welcome addition. Today, let's line them up and count them down. These are the new for 2024 Six Flags editions, ranked from worst to best. First, how many parks are actually getting something new? Of the 15 main properties Six Flags has in North America, it looks like 8 of them are actually getting something. I say looks like because this may not be the true end of the 2024 announcements. Last year, after IAAPA, they ordered 2 Skyline family coasters. That's why they aren't open yet this late in the summer. It was a super late edition. We have seen some teasing from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. They had a sign saying that we are going to take your experience to new heights in 2024, but they weren't part of this announcement. Six Flags New England, Six Flags Mexico, LaRon, Darien Lake, and Frontier City were all shut out. Magic Mountain didn't announce anything new either, but they are getting California's largest commercial solar energy storage project, installing a 12.37 megawatt solar carport. So, not a new ride, but it could help them save on energy costs, and it will give a lot of people some nice covered parking. Number 8. Six Flags Over Texas. They announced El Rio Lento, the new name for the renovated log flume. This was called El Aserradero, famous for being the world's first log flume. Now, Six Flags is touting it as the world's oldest flume, and now one of the world's longest. This will add another lift hill and 2 new drops. That'll include a so-called giant steep nosedive. We'll see how they're going to add 2 new drops with 1 lift hill, but no matter what, I'm sure this will make the ride better. Number 7. Six Flags America. As we expected, Six Flags America has renovated Coyote Creek. They shut down the entire area for a year. They even removed it off their 2023 map. And now we know, in 2024, they're getting Steamtown, where the past meets the future. They're going with a steampunk theme, retheming 3 rides, bringing back the stunt show, and adding 1 new flat ride, Steam Whirler. This is a Zamperla Nebula Z. Those are becoming more and more popular, and this is not the only one that Six Flags bought for 2024. The 3 rides that are getting rethemed include Mind Eraser, Renegade Rapids, and Coyote Creek Crazy Cars. They don't have names yet. The site has assigned them generic names like Suspended Coaster, River Rapids Ride, and Bumper Cars, so let's see what those end up being. Also, most importantly, Mind Eraser will be getting new trains and a new control system. Every SLC that has gotten new trains with new Vestige trains has been a huge improvement. Now, if they can get the trains with just the lap bars, like they have on their new STCs, that would be even better, but I won't hold my breath. Number 6. Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This park has been on a roll, getting Dr. Diabolical in 2022. They're close to opening Kid Flash this year, and next year, they're renovating an area of the park, as well as adding 3 new rides. They're expanding their DC Universe section. That's where you find Joker and Superman, and this will encompass part of Thrill Seeker Park. That's where Streamliner Coaster is, as well as part of Spotsburg. That's where the Skyscreamer is. It looks like they're retheming 5 rides in addition to the 3 they're adding. That includes Cyborg Cyber Revolution, the other is Zamperla Nebula Z Six Flags bought for 2024. They're also getting another drop tower called Shazam Tower of Eternity. This one, more of a family-friendly experience, rising up 70 feet and bouncing and dropping. This is also built by Zamperla, and it looks similar to the Skyjumper at Six Flags America. Also a family Zamperla drop tower, but this one may be taller. Finally, they're adding the Metropolis Transit Authority, a 16-person monorail that rides 17 feet above DC Universe, giving everyone a tour of the newly expanded area. This is gonna look great. There's new stuff to do for people of all ages. This is just a good all-around addition. Number 5. Six Flags Over Georgia. It does seem like Kid Flash may open in 2024 also. That was supposed to be ready for summer 2023, but it doesn't look good, so they can just wait and open 2 coasters next year. They just announced an Intamin Ultra Surf, the first one of its kind, and it's Intamin's take on the mock Power Splash. Based on the concept art, this has 2 rails and a tubular spine underneath. But a few years ago, Intamin introduced not their Ultra Surf, but Ultra Splash, and this is a single rail. Still, it looks about the same in terms of layout, but there is one other big difference, and this one's kinda cool. These seats are gonna spin, and it's gonna be a free spin. We'll have to see how much they spin. How offsetting the weight on one side may affect it, but it's basically their half-pipe model. just on a longer, larger scale and with a big splash. This rises up 144 feet, hits 60 miles an hour. From end to end, it's 590 feet of track, 3 moments of weightlessness, 4 airtime moments. The LSM multi-pass launch, of course. And look, I hate water rides, but this one looks pretty good. It'll be worth getting wet. Number 4. Six Flags Great America. I'm sure everyone figured it out by the clues, but Great America is the next one that's receiving a Zamperla Giga Discovery. This surprisingly does not have a DC theme. It's called Sky Striker and it's massive. 172 feet tall, 75 miles an hour, and from my observation, these are high capacity and extremely popular rides. I thought this could be the year that Great America got one of those big RMC Raptors. Great Adventure and Magic Mountain got theirs, and Great America is the other park of the chain's big three, so it made sense, but this pendulum follows the same logic. Magic Mountain got Krasanity, Great Adventure got Wonder Woman, and it's Great America's turn to join in the fun. These rides are awesome. They don't take up that much space. They're better than most coasters out there. People of all ages love them. It's just a no-brainer for Great America. Number 3. Six Flags St. Louis. Although Great America's Giga Discovery may have not been a surprise, St. Louis is getting one of their own. This is Joker, Carnival of Chaos, and it looks to be the same exact ride as Sky Striker. 172 feet, 75 miles an hour, and this may have a funhouse queue just like the one at Fiesta, Texas. I'm not sure, so we'll have to find out. St. Louis just removed Excalibur. That was somewhat similar in appearance, but a completely different ride. But this seems like it's a replacement for that. It makes sense that Great America got the Giga model, but I'm surprised that St. Louis didn't get the smaller one, the type they have at Discovery Kingdom. This mid-sized park really swung for the fences on this one, and I think that's great. I know, people from St. Louis are really itching for a new coaster, something bigger than Rookie Racer. But hey, just hold on a little bit longer for the boss to get RMC. Don't lose hope. In the meantime, enjoy this world-class flat ride. Number 2. Great Escape. It's weird to say that Great Escape is getting one of the best new additions in the chain, but here we are. This is Bobcat.
It's a Bobcat! Attack my wife! A Bobcat!
A Gravity Group family wooden coaster. This stands 55.4 feet tall, hits 40 miles an hour, over 1,400 feet of track. So this looks like a slightly upgraded version of Wooden Warrior or Rorosaurus. Those are also Northeastern Gravity Group wooden coasters, and this will be added to the mix. This is the first new coaster at the park since 2005. That was Frankie's Mine Train, and this will be the first major non-relocated coaster since 1997 when they got Flashback. This addition isn't a huge surprise. They're about to close down Alpine Bobsled for good, and it makes sense to replace it with a new coaster. For a park like Great Escape, one that's more geared toward families, this is a great addition for the price. It'll give people a reason to make the drive to upstate New York. It's only 2 hours from Six Flags New England, so you may want to make a quick detour to get there next year. Number 1. Six Flags Great Adventure. It's gotta be number 1. This is the star of the show in 2024, celebrating their 50th anniversary, and they're adding something for everyone. First and foremost, the park confirmed what we already knew. They're getting a brand new coaster. And yes, Six Flags has brought an extreme new age Vekoma to North America. This is the Flash Vertical Velocity, one of Vekoma's new super boomerangs, a brand new model that just debuted this year in China. This will have a multi-pass LSM launch. It covers over 1,400 feet of track. It's got the 2 spikes going up the same tower, 164 feet tall. It's got 3 inversions, a double up / double down. It looks very whippy and loaded with hang time, and I think it's going to be a great unique ride. We'll see if Six Flags starts flooding their parks with the same model, but for now, it's unique for anyone outside of China. Because it's a shuttle, it'll probably only run 1 train. They may have a system to have 2 trains, but I'm not sure about that. And it only seats 24 riders at a time. The one in China shows a capacity of 800 riders per hour. Maybe rope drop this one before the lines get crazy. This will be located right behind Cyborg. It'll run right along Main Street in the front of the park, and it's gonna look awesome. But that's not all. They're also getting a new luxury safari experience. They're opening the Savannah Sunset Resort and Spa, set inside the 350-acre Wild Park Safari. This will include a luxurious glamping experience. That's just an annoying word for camping and luxury, and it'll include scenic vistas, spa services, VIP dining, all immersed within their massive safari. This sounds like a home run for Salim Basul's vision, taking advantage of their safari, adding a high-end experience that I'm sure will not be cheap, but from the sounds of it, people may be willing to pay for it. I hope it's not like Disney's Star Cruiser, but we'll see. If Six Flags wants to offer a different kind of experience to attract a different kind of crowd, this is how you do it. The park is also closing their Wild Safari Drive-Thru Adventure, and it'll reopen as the Safari Off-Road Adventure, offering guests a guided tour and a more personalized experience. This will give guests 2 options to board the off-ride vehicles, one at the main entrance for the safari, and the other at Frontier Adventures inside the park. Also, as part of their 50th anniversary, they're upgrading their log flume and Ferris wheel. It sounds like they're adding something to honor their history with these two rides, so we'll have to see what it is. Finally, they're building a new pathway at the park's original entrance, made up of personalized bricks that people can buy. It sounds like you get to keep a 50th anniversary brick for yourself, and the other will be added to the pathway. There's a lot of pressure to bring it on a park's 50th anniversary, and from the sounds of it, Six Flags is doing it right. So there you go, all 8 parks that have announced something new for 2024. Right away, I see the influence Amperla has on the chain, and it's not just Six Flags. They're also working closely with Cedar Fair, so this company as a whole is on the rise. We're also seeing Six Flags work with the Gravity Group for the first time, as well as Vekoma for the first time in a long time, same with Intamin, so this opens a can of worms that will be interesting to follow in the years to come. Salim Basoul came in right after COVID and shook things up, and we've seen his approach evolve year after year. Honestly, I don't hate the direction the chain is going right now. You have to be realistic when it comes to Six Flags. Even if they wanted to, they can't do everything that Cedar Fair and SeaWorld is doing, and I don't think any of these 8 additions is a bad one. The only one I think is kinda weak is Over Texas extending their log flume, but even that's not bad, just a bit underwhelming. Let me know what you think. Did anything here shock you? What's your favorite addition for 2024? And what do you think Salim Basoul and Six Flags were thinking by choosing these additions? Sound off in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're new here and want to see more content like this, please give me a sub. Also, check out my links below for my Discord server, and my second channel where I post copyright-free off-road footage, and my baseball channel if you also happen to love baseball like I do. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.